I mean, we've listened to customers say, we want this, we need this would be really helpful. So we went through a rethinking of our navigation to make it easier to find stuff. Sleuth is a DORA metrics tracker, and we've been very busy on a couple things that I wanted to share with you that has happened in the last month. We have a newsletter that comes out every month that kind of shares some of the new things that are going on with Sleuth. There's a couple things that I really wanted to highlight. Here's the thing, as Sleuth has evolved over time and we've listened to customers say, we want this, we need this would be really helpful, we've added more and more features. Well, when you add features from a navigation standpoint, you tend to just start adding links all over the place, and then it becomes cluttered and hard to find things. And so we went through a rethinking of our navigation to make it easier to find stuff. For example, we have this new switcher up here where you can just type in whatever you're interested in and jump right there. The team did an amazing job, I think, of taking that information, coming up with a design that works for smaller teams and larger teams, and this is the result. So you can now see, as I said, you can jump to your project metrics, your team metrics. But you can also see some of the higher level stuff, such as the organization at large. What is all the different deployments that are going on? What's the health of those deployments? I can look at trends that are happening. Again, these are all features that are already there. It's just they were kind of buried or hard to find. And so I think in this new navigation, it's a lot easier to find some of these features. The other thing that I want to talk about, and this actually isn't on the newsletter, but I think it's worth mentioning, is that we have this work in progress dashboard that not only have we started to hear from customers it's useful, we ourselves have started to find this a really useful daily use of Sleuth tool. So Sleuth can be really good for coming in once a week, once a month, just to see how the metrics are, kind of in a retrospective style. But what was missing is to see the problems before they became problems in the metrics. And that's where the work in progress. And this dashboard has been out there for a few months now. But what's happened in this last month is that we've been doing some improvements. In fact, here's something that's not even yet on the newsletter, and that is issue breakdowns. So you can not only see what work is happening all right now, and you can see how that compares to our norm. For example, we have some issues right now that are waiting to deploy, which is unique for us. The review time is getting a little bit worse. So you can see kind of the gray is the average and the red is this current time. So the idea is to see your risks, your things that are happening right now and how they're going to affect metrics before they affect metrics. There's one more, which is kind of a nice thing for people who are using Sleuth now, and that is you can now move a code deployment. So this is something where people might have set up a code deployment in one project and later they have one project, multiple code deployments, and they want to split that out into multiple projects or vice versa. They created a project per code deployment and they want to bring it all together. You now can do that within the UI. Before you just had to recreate things. So not a big thing, but it's like one of those small usability things that I think just makes it more friendly to use. One more thing I want to talk about is we've been doing some cool interviews, exciting interviews with customers. We did one with Puma. We did another one with Article. So if you want, you can click on these directly, or you can go into Sleuth TV Live. So I guess I'll just throw in a plug there. If you are a user of Sleuth or been evaluating Sleuth and there's something that you've been missing, please let us know. Our roadmap is, I won't lie and say it's 100% dependent, but it's very much dependent on the user feedback, customer feedback, people that are using it on a day-to-day basis saying, if it only did this, my life would be so much better. Or this is slowing me down or blocking me. Can you help? We want to know that. And how do you do that? Is there is this thing which is completely hidden right now, but a little help button down at the bottom where you can click on that and message us, or you can always send us an email at support@sleuth.io.